Alright guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are coming back and doing a final review and impressions on the glorious PC gaming race Model O wireless. Alright, so let's just get into it. So, one thing that I've had from friends on group chats and privately in messages and also in the comments on the actual video, at least if I'm remembering correctly, is that people were concerned about the Honeycomb design and how it might feel weird or unusual in the hand. Honestly, it's not a concern. It's just not. Anyone that kind of makes that comment, I think my own personal instant reaction is just to get over yourself. Like, how different is it going to be? It's not like it's made of water. You know, it's not like it's still a mouse. It still feels the same. It's the same shape. And the primary contact of a mouse is like that sort of grip, right? So what are you touching? Your fingertips are touching solid mouse buttons. Your thumb is touching a solid side piece. And your fingers here are resting on, again, solid side pieces. Just a little bit of your palm is touching Honeycomb. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I don't have fingertip quality sensitivity on the palm of my hands. So you genuinely just don't even acknowledge it. It doesn't, you don't, your brain isn't like, ooh, there's something weird about this. So don't concern yourself with the Honeycomb. Don't think it's going to feel unusual. Just take it for what it is, which is lightweight and a lot more breathable, less sweaty hands, which I can definitely vouch for in the month that I've been using it. And apart from that, the software has been a bit unusual. I'll try and put in some B-roll to kind of explain it, and I'll do a little bit of voiceover for that now. So when you're in the software, you've got the section where you set the DPI, and then on the underside of the mouse, you've got the light indicator to show which DPI setting you're on. So I have been trying to max out my DPI. Just personally, I'm just trying to use my mouse a little bit differently. So I've maxed out my DPI and I have adjusted the actual mouse sensitivity settings within Windows to be lower so that I'm not flying all over the screen. So as you can see, I've got the green maxed all the way to the 19,000 and I've got the red down here. However, and I don't know how well this is going to come up on screen, the red is actually faster than the green, especially noticeable when you're actually using it. I don't know why that is. Could be a bug in the software, could be a bug with the mouse itself. Maybe it's a slightly duff sensor so that it doesn't recognize that high or something. I honestly couldn't begin. Another issue that I've been having with the software is that every time I plug in the mouse and load up the software, it tells me that I have a firmware update. Now, that's a firmware update, not a software update. Software update is obviously just done through your standard Windows re-downloading or updating a program, right? Firmware is the actual firmware on the mouse. Plug in the mouse, open up the software, and the software says, download the new firmware. You click OK, and then it comes up with another window saying, I think it's make sure that your mouse is connected via the USB-C cable and the dongle is also connected to your PC. So you do that, you click OK for it to begin, it tells you it's downloading, and then it crashes or it fails. It just says update failed. Did some searching online and it said to contact, it gave you a few ideas on how to fix it, but mainly it said to contact customer service, so I did. They replied pretty timely. They took me through some very basic troubleshooting steps. When I told them that that didn't work, they asked me to send a video containing some different bits of information. I think it was like so in one video, unedited, you had to include your order confirmation email with your order number. You had to include your serial number on the actual mouse itself, or the box of the mouse came in, and then an example of the issue. So I sent them a video of everything they asked for, plus the issue, showing them that it was just crashing, or failing, should I say. And then they said, try this again. I was like, for God's sake, how many times? So I did that, and I emailed them back saying it didn't work. Oh, and also, whilst I'm here, I might as well mention the DPI issue. And I tried to film with my phone on my screen that the DPI was definitely lower on what should have been the higher DPI setting. I was like, I was saying in the video, I was like, I don't know how well this has been picked up, but I promise, I swear it's definitely a bit more sluggish on the higher DPI setting than it is on the lower one. And eventually they just replied back and said, okay, no problem, we'll send you another one. It's clearly a faulty unit, as well as that they didn't really explain, or with this new mouse, the software, the firmware update shouldn't be an issue, but anyway. And then it came to a couple of days ago. I was like, I swear it's been a couple of weeks since they said that they would send me a new one, and I haven't had any kind of dispatch. I had an order confirmation immediately after they sent me the email. They sent me the email saying they were going to send me a free one, a replacement, should I say, and literally straight away I got an order confirmation saying this is the order confirmation for your model matte black, RRP $75, subtotal for you $0, right? So I replied to their email saying, already got the order confirmation. Great, thank you very much. I look forward to the new one. And then I saw that it had been like 2 or 3 weeks since that email. And I contacted them again saying, hey, you guys, I know it's a free warranty replacement, but I think you guys, long story short, are kind of taking the piss. I didn't actually say that. And they replied saying, oh, sorry, your order's on hold because we don't have a cell phone or like a mobile phone number, a contact number for you. I was like, are you serious? Like, no, like someone in the warehouse knew that they couldn't ship it without the mobile number, but they never told the customer service team that they needed a mobile number, or if they did, the customer service team never actually contacted me for a mobile number. Plus, they didn't even have to contact me. They could have just gone onto the customer service email records and got my number from my original order number. So I kind of explained this to them a little bit. I was like, that's a bit of a... like, I probably sound like a right whinger on these videos, because I think I've mentioned about 3 times in 3 different videos how I've contacted customer service and had a bit of a moan and got something for free or something like that. But, you know, like, these companies are never going to learn if you don't call them out. So I just said, that's a bit ridiculous that, you know, you guys are doing a warranty replacement on a broken product of yours, and you couldn't just pull my number off of an old order number and no one's contacted me. Of course, they just apologized and said, we'll get it sent out as soon as possible. If you don't get a dispatch email within 2 to 3 days, let us know. I haven't had that dispatch email yet because that was, I think, Saturday and it's now Monday. So maybe today, tomorrow, I will get that dispatch email. And I will let you know, and if I have any more troubles with the mouse, you will get another video. If you don't hear anything from me, the mouse is working perfectly. I'm not having any firmware update issues, and I'm not having any DPI issues. But apart from those 2 things, because the mouse isn't unusable like that, there's a third issue, which I can't actually remember whether I brought up to the customer service rep or whether it's happened since. And I can actually show you quite easily what's going on. So let me just change the camera angle a little bit. Okay, so here is the mouse and obviously the charging cable. Normally I have the charging cable plugged into this little USB-C to USB-A adapter, and that's obviously the wireless receiver dongle. So normal operation, you just have it plugged in and you can use it wirelessly. And then obviously when you want to charge, you unplug that and then you plug your mouse in. So it's now plugged in. You saw it kind of, I hope you saw it kind of flash that red to show that it's charging. And the mouse is no longer working. I cannot see it. I really can't be bothered to... there you go. So, oh, wait. Okay, so that's not good, right? The light's gone off. Click it. The mouse is not moving on screen. So this is currently running off of battery power. And because the receiver's not plugged in, it's not doing anything. The mouse on screen is not moving. If I barely touch that, I don't know if you saw that, but obviously it's just changed now, and that indicates that it's connected via the USB-C and it's charging. And the mouse still isn't moving. So maybe I need to power it off. So I've just powered it off on the bottom, and now it's still not working, but it is charging. I don't know why that is. And then there we go. Still not working. Now it's, so there we go. So I tweaked the cable just a little bit, just by pulling up on that cable just a little bit, and I can't emphasize enough how lightly I'm touching it. It's dead. It's the slightest little tap, and it's charging again. That obviously flashing scroll wheel means it's charging. However, it's still not moving on the screen. Oh, so not charging, that's just running on battery. Charging. Not charging. Charging. So I've got a dodgy USB-C cable. USB-C port is the point I'm trying to make here. And if I ever wanted to actually use this mouse whilst charging, well, number one, like I've said, it's not actually working, which it has in the past. But you know, too violent of a mouse movement, and the cable just decides that it's not charging anymore, you know? So let me try and take you out just to give you a quick show of that. I don't know if you can see it, but my mouse is dead. My mouse is dead right here. I hope you can see it. We'll find out. But you can hear me swishing the mouse and you can't see anything moving. It's still right here. So, and just to clarify, if I can quickly move this down, we are still apparently charging. It's just no movement in the mouse. It's still right there. But then if I plug the dongle in, it's moving. So I don't know if that's how it should work or not, but I really don't think it is. Because if you've got your mouse hardwired into the computer, you shouldn't really need the dongle for it to work. Because how are you supposed to, like, if you had the receiver in a set location, like I do, at the back of my desk there, you can see it. Normally, I have it powered back there, and then when I want to charge, if I accidentally leave my mouse on overnight and I need to do something on my computer quick, and I don't have time to leave my mouse to charge on its own, I'm just going to want to disconnect the USB receiver and then slap that in. And it should work because it's wired. It's wired to the PC, right? But what we've just discovered is that now it won't. Now, I don't know whether that's just mine or whether that is a feature of the Model O wireless. I'm pretty sure that's just mine being a bit broken, because when I first received the mouse, I am fairly certain that that is how it worked. If your mouse was hardwired, you didn't have to worry about the dongle being plugged in as well. And then, but yeah, then we've still got the issue of the charging cable's just a bit dodgy. You can see how it's flashing there. So those are the three issues I've been having. Firmware update, DPI being a bit sluggish at the highest setting, and the USB-C port on the mouse itself being messed up. Now, apart from those things, when the mouse is working, which when it's got charge, so if I can get the cable in the right position and leave it charging overnight and make sure I power the mouse off every time I shut down the PC, the battery lasts a good chunk of time as long as you do that. And obviously, in fact, going back to battery life, This was another complaint of mine in the customer service emails. I think if you check back my previous video or have a look at the website down below, but I'm pretty sure they quote something obscene like 80 hours battery life, and I've left my PC at 80% battery life on the mouse. So I turned my PC off for the night and I've logged back in at, let's say, 4 p.m. the next day. So what's that? Log off at 8 p.m. It's 18 hours later, so nowhere near 80, and the battery's on 20%, and the mouse has just been in standby mode, not moving, and not being connected to a PC because the PC shut down and it's lost 60% battery. So I definitely will be doing a follow-up video now that I think about it when my new one comes. One, to tell you guys if the new one is fault-free, and two, to also give you a confirmation on the battery life. I am hoping that I've just got a duff one and it's not the Model O wireless mouse. A lot of other YouTubers really like this mouse, and I can see why they like the mouse, because when it is working, it is a fantastic mouse, super lightweight, super responsive, and definitely got no issues when it comes to performance in game. So let me know what you think. It is unfortunate that I've had these issues with the mouse, and I'm hoping the new one is good. So once I've had that for a couple of weeks or maybe even a month, I will do another video and let you know. If you got any questions about the new mouse, leave them in the comments. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you loved it, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Hey, Editor Jake here. It's been about a week since I filmed this video and I'm just editing it now. And I've had a few updates since then, so bear with me one momento. I've gone back and forth a couple of times. Since I filmed this video on the 14th of April, I said I've still not received tracking or dispatch information. They messaged me back, again, pretty promptly the next day. I investigated this for you and there appears to be an issue on the back end with this order. I've already followed up with our team to get this order pushed through ASAP. Due to this delay, I have refunded your shipping costs for the original order, so that's good. The funds will be returned to your original payment method. We appreciate your patience, and I'll follow up with an update as soon as possible. That was the 15th of April. We're now at the 20th of April. Thanks again for your patience. So this was a completely unprompted email. They said, thanks again for your patience. Just checking in to confirm that this order is still being investigated by our logistics and warehouse team. We greatly appreciate your patience. So I just responded, thanks for the update. I look forward to hearing when it's on the way. So I don't know what's going on. They have offered pretty much zero explanation as to why I haven't received my mouse yet, or at least had a dispatch email. But at least they're kind of on top with getting in touch with me now. So hopefully I will get it again soon, and I will be doing another video after a good couple of weeks, 3 weeks of use. All right, guys, this is definitely it. I'll catch you in the next one.